Hey guys, and welcome back to my reading corner. Today I'm gonna do my mid-year, what is it called? My mid-year freak out. Wow, okay. Nope, we're starting over. Hey guys, welcome back to my reading corner, and for today's video I'm going to do the mid-year freakout tag. I just want to point out that I'm actually not freaking out about my reading. I'm actually very happy with where my reading is right now. I've read over 150 books and my goal for the year was 150 books, so I'm ecstatic. And that's pretty much the only intro I want to say, and I think we're just gonna get right into it. I will have the questions down below as well as the original creators video. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I will research it and make sure it's down below. So first, the best book you've read so far in 2020. And so for that, honestly, I've read so many good books that, like, is this truly and wholeheartedly the best book? I don't know, but this is the book that I keep thinking about. This is the book that I want to read the whole book over again very soon. And so for that reason, I am going to use it, and it is Spend the Dawn. I have talked about this book way too much on my channel. I'm not going to talk about it anymore, but this is an East Asian fantasy where a girl has to protect her family. So she ends up being taken to the royal palace where she fights and tries to do her best to become the royal seamstress. There is magic in this world. It is beautiful. You will hear more about this book even later in this video because I can't seem to help myself. So yeah. The next question is best sequel of 2020. And so I read a lot of series. And so for me, I wanted to just go ahead and go with the classic because I felt like I had to talk about this book since I read it this year, and I do truly enjoy this series, and it is Crooked Kingdom. I mean, there was sadness at the end, but it's so good, and I can't wait to read the rest of the Grishaverse. I will be reading the second book in the first Grishaverse trilogy next month, I think. I can't remember, but it will be coming up. I can't wait to read it. I already have it somewhere in my messy room. And yeah, I just wanted to shout out Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo because yeah, it's Leigh Bardugo. The third release is new release you haven't read yet, and for this I haven't read it, but I already have it. All I need to do is pick it up, and it is The Black Flamingo. I will be reading this month, but I haven't read it yet, so I'm gonna cheat and say that is the new release that I have not read, even though I'm not cheating because I haven't read it. For most anticipated release of the second half of the year, I don't really anticipate what's happening. I don't really anticipate releases. I just kind of pre-order things that I want to have in my collection because I'm really excited, but I don't have like a most anticipated release. But because I already talked about it as being the best book of the year, we're gonna say that this sequel is going to be my most anticipated, and I believe it is called The Unveiled. I've already pre-ordered it. It should be coming whenever it releases. I believe it's releasing in July, so I am very excited, which is why I'm reading this in June. I want to post up my version, I want to mark up my version, so anticipation of the sequel coming out. So yeah, just excited all around. Biggest disappointment, and this is Children of Blood and Bone. Everybody was hyping this book up. Everybody really enjoys this as a West African fantasy, but I didn't really enjoy it. I thought some of the characters were annoying. I thought one of the relationships was very forced and unnecessary, and because of that, it was a disappointing read for me. I ended up giving it a 3-star. It was okay, but it wasn't as glorified and as high and mighty and great as I thought it was going to be going into it. Biggest surprise for this, I ended up putting Beach Read as my biggest surprise. Everybody was loving and raving this book, and I thought this was once again okay. I ended up giving this book a 3-star, and because of that, I'm going to eventually be decluttering this out of my collection. I don't need it, but I just was surprised. So many people were raving about it. People that I align book interest and reading interest with were saying that this was a 5-star. They couldn't wait to read more from her, as this was her first romance debut, and to me it was just mwah. Then we got my favorite author, and of course my favorite author has to be Alicia Ray. I will be doing a video soon talking about all of her books that are currently available. I have read every last one, every book that I could get my hands on, and let me tell you, Alicia, there's a reason you are my favorite author. You are great. She is a romance author, and she has written in both the erotica genre and just adult romance as well. I enjoy all of her books. I have not given any of her books anything lower than a 4-star, and that is saying something. She is also a new to me author. I don't believe I read anything from her in 2019 because I wasn't really reading like that in 2019. Like I was, but I wasn't. So yeah. Newest Fictional Crush, and for that I chose from a book that I literally just finished yesterday, and the book is called The Friend Zone, and the crush is Joshua Copeland. So I have a crush on Joshua Copeland because he knew he was in love with his girl from the get-go, but he fought for her and he did what she asked. So when she asked for him to step back and stay within certain rules, he did that. When she asked for him to disappear, he did that, but he still made sure to remind her, hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here. I still love you. I still love you. And that is very rare in real life. I don't think I've ever heard of a guy really doing that in real life. And for that, I have a fictional crush on him. Then we have newest favorite character, and for that I had to go with Desi Lee from I Believe in a Thing Called Love. I read this last month for Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and Desi Lee, she's my newest favorite character because I was me kind of when I was younger. So she is a nerd, through and through a nerd. And during high school, she's never had a boyfriend. She's never had a romantic interest at all. Well, she's had interest, but she's never been able to get any further than having the interest. And she got fed up after this new kid came, and she embarrassed herself once again in front of her crush. So she decided to watch K-dramas and create a plan, a rhythm, a equation in order to get into a relationship with her new beau. And I love that. That was like what I wish I could have thought to do, because I was a mess in high school, a mess in college. I'm still a mess, let's face it. But just reading this book, she's been one of my favorite new characters to read from, and because of that I can't wait to read more of Maureen Gu. I just need to get through some more of my personal collection when it comes to romance, and then I will hopefully do some more of her characters reading. Book that made me cry. I didn't bring it over. Let me get it. So I don't cry very much, if ever, in books. I think at most I may cry because I'm laughing so hard, but a book that actually made me cry because it was sad was A Little Life. I have talked nonstop about this book. Everybody knows about this book. I'm not going to talk too hard about it, but this book made me cry the first round that I read this book, and I didn't read the whole thing. I only read to page 200, and I was bawling at one point. And now I'm rereading it. I need to actually pick this up this weekend because I haven't picked it up at all this week, but this has been the one book that has legitimately made me cry. Then we have a book that made you happy. For me, a book that made me happy was actually The Flat Share. I really thought this was a cute book. It was really, really cute. I loved how two characters who were so broken in different ways were able to kind of mend each other and mend themselves so that they were perfect for each other. And that I really enjoyed it. I loved how They were both there to support each other because they both had really hard things that they were going through in their life. And it was a really, really cute book, making me think like I want to flare. I want to flare. I want to share a flat with somebody, but I don't live in London, so I would be sharing an apartment. But I'm messy and I have a lot of crap, so no. The next one was like, what is the most beautiful book that you have bought this year? And for that, I'm gonna say it's this. It's The Last Anam Sara. This is just a really, really pretty cover. It's foily, it's gold, it's silver, it's me. I can't wait to read this book. I intend to read this book this month. Some of these books, my physical book reading has just been slowed down this month, but I will be getting on it. I can promise myself that. And yeah, I'm just excited. And then the last book is, what is the book that you have to get done this year? And we're gonna go right back to her. I have started this now twice this year, and I refuse not to finish it this year. I'm going to get it done, and I can't wait till I do. I will cheer and praise everything when I have done it, and that's pretty much it. I don't got nothing else to say. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my version of this tag. It was pretty quick and to the point, but that's how I like to do things, especially when it comes to tags, because I'm just awkward and I just don't have time. Let me know down below if you have any books that you would recommend or that fit any of the categories. I'd love to hear what your tag is. I think that's it. I hope this video helped you guys in your life journey, whether it was easy or just hard, and I will see you guys in my next video.